Hi guys, I'm Charlie Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look back on the resolutions I made at the beginning of this year and the new resolutions I'm going to be making for the year of 2017. So I'm going to be talking about my personal goals, my booktube goals and my bookish goals. So let's start with looking back on the personal goals I made for myself in the last video I did. I will link that down below because it's been a year since I started booktube and I made some resolutions for myself and made a whole bunch more this year. So let's see how I did in the past year. One of my personal goals was to focus more on school, and I can safely say I did that in the past year. Like, I put so much effort into school, it's crazy. My second goal was to take better care of myself, and I can officially say I did that. I feel so good about myself right now, and my hygiene has become a lot better. I eat better. I started running again. I think I can say I am taking better care of myself as a person, mentally and physically. And the third personal goal, also the last one, was try to be happy every day. And I feel like I did that, and I also feel like this was kind of an unrealistic goal because no one can be happy every single day. Like, things happen, you become sad, and I feel like I have been sad, but I've also been very happy in the past year. Like, the last year was a good year of my life, and I am very happy with how that has been going. Then let's move on to booktube goals, and I had one goal, and that was to make more quality videos, so less book tags. I meant with that, I'm not talking about the video quality because obviously I'm still filming on my phone and I really don't have the money to spend on a camera, and I'm not going to be mad at myself for that because I have money to spend on other things. But I did less book tags. I feel like I did barely any book tags in the past year, and I feel really happy with the kind of videos I've been making, and I've been brainstorming about video ideas, and that has been going very well. Let's go on to my bookish goals. I have had a couple for these. So the first goal was to read 55 books, and I knew this was a realistic goal for me because I read 80 books in the last year. So I did reach my 55 books, but I also read more in the past year than I have ever read. I think I am, at this point I'm filming, and it is the 23rd of December. I have read 170 books, and that will probably be more than that. Like, don't ask me about it. I don't know how I did it. I just read, and I also did other things, like I play video games and stuff. I don't know. Then my second goal was to complete an author alphabet challenge. I talked about this more in my other video. You have to watch that if you want to know more about that. I did this. I have 2 letters to go. I think the U and the Y, I believe. Not the Y, I think it was the X. Yes, the U and the X. I haven't read them. And I don't really care about the author alphabet challenge anymore. Like, I'm not going to pick up books based on the author's first letter of the name of the author. So I am going to drop this. I'm not mad at myself. I understand why I didn't do this. It wasn't a huge priority in the past year. The next one was to try and use my TBR jar more. And I used it a couple times, but I barely used it because I do challenges and stuff, so I don't really need to use my TBR jar because I always have planned out what I am going to read. So I get that, didn't do that challenge, but I still have my TBR jar and I will try and make an effort to do more with that. Review my review copies, I did that. I still have some review copies, but they didn't come out yet, so I'm happy with that. I still have time to review them. I am on time. I didn't request too many review copies. I am happy with how that is going. And the last bookish goal was to read more of what I enjoy, and I can definitely say I did that. I had some 5-star reads. I had a lot of 4-star reads in the past year, and I discovered a lot of books I thoroughly enjoyed. So these were my resolutions from last year, and I did really well on them in my opinion. So let's go and look forward, because I had a very easy time making my resolutions for the next year. I've really thought about them, and I'm very happy with the resolutions I'm making. I feel like it's realistic. So let's start with the bookish goals, because that's what you want to know. My first goal is to read 80 books, which, if I have a year like this one, I should be able to do easily. But I thought from 55 books to 80 books, let's give myself a bit more of a goal, like 12 months, 80 books, should be able to do that. Then the second goal might be a bit of a weird one for you. I have completed 10 quests from the FRPG. This is a Goodreads group and a challenge on a Goodreads group. I will link the thread down below so you can check it out if you're interested. But basically this is a science fiction RPG on Goodreads, and there's all reading challenges on it. And I've completed 2 or 3 quests right now. I'm only doing the bookish quests, but I would like to complete 10 in the next year to really get some coins going and everything. It's really fun. Then the third one is to participate in a readathon every month. I have been doing this for the past couple of months, and I would like to be doing this to really branch out in my reading, you know, to give myself a chance to pick up some different books on my TBR. Or not on my TBR, like I have been doing the Diversity December bingo the past month, and I picked up all books that weren't on my TBR, but all were very diverse, so that is really a good thing to get out of my comfort zone. The next one is to use my TBR jar more. I just talked about this, but I am definitely planning on setting this goal again and trying and really use my TBR jar more and not forget about it every single time. And my last bookish goal is to complete the All About You challenge. This is a 12-month challenge, and you get a goal for every single month. I will link it down below because it is on Goodreads again. And for example, the first month, January, you can switch it up, you can do whatever you want with it, but I'm going to go with the order moderators have put it in. And the first month is, I think, Read Your Birthday Month, so a book for every single letter of your birthday month. So for me it would be March, so I pick a book that starts with an M, and so on and so forth. So that is what I want to do in the next year, so that will be quite hard, I believe, because I have to pick a lot of books, but I think it's doable because I do well under pressure, and I am much of a challenge reader. So I pick books very easily like that. Then I have 2 goals for BookTube. The first one is to keep being consistent with my uploading. I've been so consistent in the past year. I've been uploading twice a week. I think I missed 1 time, and most of the time I've been even uploading 3 times a week. I have been on fire. My second goal for BookTube is to plan out my videos a month in advance. I've been doing that for the last 2 months, I believe, and I've been filming my videos the month beforehand, so I have all of my videos ready. I only have to edit them during the month itself, and that has been really good because I only have to film a couple of days in a month, and then I'm basically done. I can film whenever I want the next month, and that has been the reason why I have been able to keep being so consistent. Also, I'm not in college right now, so that I have a lot of time to film. Then let's move on to my personal goals. First one is to keep using my bullet journal. I started using a bullet journal at the beginning of November, and I have been so good with that. I love putting my to-dos in it and to keep doing my to-dos. Like, I forget a lot. I have a couple things to do in the day, and I forget a lot, so a to-do list has been very good for me. I write on my wish list, my bookish wish list, what I wanted to buy for clothing, objects, everything, and it has been so good. My savings, my spending log, where I log my finances, that has all been very good, and I really want to keep using that during 2017. Then I would want to put my all into my studies. I really want to give everything the coming year because I am going to university in September, but I am starting college again in February, but it doesn't really count anymore because I am starting university somewhere else. But I really want to give my all. I want to keep being in the studying flow. I want to go out more. I want to go outside more. I don't want to stay in all day. I want to take a walk, for example. That would be really cool. Let's see if that will happen though. That was it. Those were all the goals I set for myself for the coming year. I think it is realistic. I think I can do it. Let me know down below what goals you have set for yourself, or don't you do goal setting? Do you think it's stupid? I would like to know your thoughts on goal setting and resolution making, and just if you do it, what are your resolutions? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.